We live, baby. Let's go.
The
Yeah.
word.
Oh, it's back. You heard Boss, didn't you? The final word. He sets it off.
Let's go.
Boss sets it off with that.
Yeah.
Come on.
He says the final word. I like how you did it. You
Man.
gave all three of us first, and then he come in with the final word. You can start that at the beginning and let us call behind you, right?
Man, I felt it in my soul, bro.
Yeah. You did it in your soul. That's what's up.
Hee.
No doubt.
Ooh, I'm glad we back.
Oh, man.
Back in there.
I'm so glad we back. Look, everybody in there
We
like,
back
let's
in
go.
Ah.
Let's go. We're doing it
Let's go with
like
it.
Glorilla. Like that Glorilla song. Let's
Glorilla.
go.
Yeah, man, we definitely back. A good time to be back, too.
Final word. We Dallas Cowboys, we 9-3. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid, but daggone it, I like it.
Man.
Wait a minute.
Word.
No, you ain't no way.
No, you shouldn't be
nothing,
drinking
boss.
no Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. I've seen this before now,
Captain
but I
of the
do like
Kool-Aid committee is over here now. Come on now.
Now that's you, Law. You the captain of the
Yo,
Kool-Aid.
I got the Kool-Aid by the gallon.
You got big pictures of Kool-Aid. Boss right behind you though.
No, big.
Oh,
You ain't checked me out lately, boy. I done said your name so much.
You drink a little. You ain't drinking
No, you ain't heard me within the last 24 hours, bro.
You said the last 24 hours.
Man, bro, I brought you up yesterday. I said, see, y'all don't understand. This why Big Game James be mad, bro. I was letting... When Jerry came out and he was like, we benched Zeke. We gonna talk about that tonight.
He.
I was cool
Jerry.
with that.
You was cool with it?
Word.
Hell yeah. Start Pollard and bring up Zeke in the backup. It's okay. Why everybody got me in their feelings about it, boss? Guess what?
Because he let
When
the
we
cat
playing
out
them
the hat.
movies,
Because he let the cat out the hat, bro.
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
and
had
that was
prime opportunity to keep people on their heels.
right. And Zeke, the leader, dog. You know, you don't undress the leader like that. You know what I'm saying? You keep that in
I
house.
feel that. I feel that.
I see where you going now, boss.
Yeah, bro.
I feel that.
And I thought about you, Big. The first thing I said is this is
I
why
feel that.
Big be mad,
that.
bro. And y'all got respect, Big. That's the first thing I said. I said the first thing I said, y'all. I said this is why he say they always do something. Yep.
The final
And I even said it in my video. The two things that frustrated me about Dallas Cowboys is that meddlesome stuff and maybe not getting a guy.
Facts.
Right.
They went out and I know Odell Beckham been tripping about his knee, but at least they tried. So I gotta move away from that for right now.
Yeah.
But that meddlesome The stuff is final still word.
It's
there.
still there,
Right.
though.
Because if Dak Prescott phone went off, do you bench him and put Cooper Rush in for the first series?
Right.
Man,
Right.
exactly.
The final
Yeah. So we gonna go
See,
over that.
Jimmy knew how to do all
Can
of
I
that.
ask y'all though? Fam,
Right.
can y'all ask y'all, is nothing wrong with Tony Pollard starting from here on out? Is that wrong?
I got a little bit of a problem with it, but just little, not that big.
Okay. See,
Not
I
that
knew you,
big.
boss. That's why you my dog. I knew you wasn't going to be that big.
Yeah, not that big.
When we start, this is what I'm just saying, boss. When we start now drives explosiveness and have Zeke as that closer.
I ain't mad at it, cause we talked about it. Hold on, let's go. Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The tunnel, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The tunnel,
Killed
baby.
by Chris Scope.
I just wanna run it up.
I do.
Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah.
I wish boys listen to them lyrics.
I've
Yeah.
been really in the field, let her rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it
I
up.
do.
Don't need no deal.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
That picture you made of me is perfect because I like how it shows my tiger tooth.
Yeah.
It show what?
It shows my tiger tooth. I got a tooth and it shows my tiger tooth,
Count that too, count that.
and that tiger tooth is special to me. Let's everybody know who I am. And when I'm smiling, you can see the edge of that tiger tooth. I'm like, that's my apple ball. You got my tiger tooth in there.
Everyone say tiger
When I look
tooth,
at
bro.
my tiger tooth.
Some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revenant.
Let's go.
I'm with Day, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the
Y'all
same.
see y'all coming in.
Y'all remember that Emerson Walls? I gave it to him.
You did.
I mix Nike with
I see you,
designer,
Elk
I
Queen,
experiment.
D.A. Lee,
You just rock what's on the
Tariq,
shelf and I'm
Marcus
not
C,
feeling it. Search for
Star,
the one, but baby
The
girl,
Truth.
it's nothing real as this.
Who y'all
Can
got,
trust a
man?
soul
Come
like
on now.
Keith and him, McCarthy
Hey, I
too.
got the boot things in the building.
I've been
You know, I'm
really
gonna
in
go
the
because
field,
Law got
love,
1,000. So
feel lately,
we
I
got
just
Red
wanna
Bell,
run it
95
up.
Sim, Jamal, Marvin Hargrove. You know, that's fam. Montana 808. He out here in Columbus banging it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, B Rob. You feel me? Cowboys Culture, T Smooth TV, Spiffy AC. Who you got over there, Law?
Oh man, Trey on the Facebook, Scott Ricks, man, appreciate you. Asmodeus, Choctaw, man, there's multiple Choctaws out here, man, appreciate him. He got a multiverse going on, and I got Purple Soul, appreciate you, Mike and C Nick. I got Flo. I got a whole bunch of people, man. Even got a super chat, man, from Rebel 95,
Yes.
man. Appreciate you. He
95.
said, "Let go, let go,
Let's go.
Let's go,
$2
man.
holla. He came with the $2 holla on this side too. So let's go.
Man, let's get it. All right, so you know we
Let's
finna
go.
come right off the top turnbuckle, bro. So let's go and get it. So we gonna
get it.
start with something from the very top.
All right. Oh,
Big, we always
Oh,
kick
there
it off
they
with
go.
you, bro. Yeah, I know, bro.
There
That's
they
why I
go.
want to kick it off
There you
with
go. I
you,
hate
bro.
that. I hate it.
Okay, so let's
hate
kick it off, bro, with this, man.
I
They
hate
got
it
us
already.
favored
I
to
hate
reach
it.
the Super
It's-
Bowl. So let's
They
get
do it on purpose.
I
They
think
do it
so.
on. I'm
I think
gonna just
so.
go ahead and say they do it on purpose. They don't want us to go to the Super Bowl. So you know what they do to us? They try to jinx us. That's what they do. I just feel it in the air, Boston Law. I mean, am I wrong? Because
nah.
the Eagles are 11-1, and right now one of the most dominant teams, and they're going to put us above them, and they beat us, and they're going to put us above them. You're trying to jinx us. That's what y'all trying to do. Y'all don't want us to go. See, this is what it is, okay? And I don't try to believe in the myths and stuff like that, but a lot of people love us or hate us. Michael Irvin said it, either love us or you hate us, but you will tune in to watch us each and every day. That's
Facts.
what Michael Irvin said years ago. You're either going to love us or hate us. So if you love us, you're going to go hard. If you hate us, you're going to go hard too. Right, boss?
Right.
Law? And I just feel like this is a hater move, y'all. Why would you put us at 50% for Super Bowl and stuff? We ain't sniffed the Super Bowl since 95, Boston Law. Now all of a sudden, we the top dogs? And we 9-3.
I
Y'all
got
trying to
something on
jinx
that,
us
though.
because y'all don't want us to go because I like that. I feel you. But they're trying to hate on us. I feel like they throw that energy out there because they know we got a good damn team. They worried about us taking it to the top, and they'll do anything to spite us, in my opinion.
B Love said, "Boss, you are handsome and smart. Thank you, B Love. You're amazing. Whoever you are, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, lady. B Love, yeah. Go ahead, Laudo.
To be loved, to be loved, someone you miss,
Yeah.
someone you miss with your
Man,
way.
smart.
B Love,
you
whoever you are, I'm
handsome
gonna
and
be looking for your comments from now
Boss,
on.
it said,
And you
boss,
bet
it
not
said you
share it
handsome
with them
and
other
smart.
dudes, cause I get jealous. Don't share that with nobody
Hey,
but
hey,
me.
man, smart.
Whoever you are, B.
Hey, Big AJ,
I
what
got
they
my
said?
boo though. She told me I'm handsome and smart too.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, cool.
Yes,
Go ahead,
yes. F you
But what's your
Yeah,
thoughts on
man.
that, man, Law?
But right on the money, man, with what Big Game James just said. But here's the thing. I get it. Heavy is the crown, and the Cowboys are the driving force of all media attention. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when the Cowboys do it. You know, so it is what it is. They try to use and utilize the Cowboys' name, the likeness, and the greatness with the silver and the blue, with that star just sitting on the side, and we get all of the Eagles droplings and everybody else attention because they want to be where we are at. When we post things like, hey, it was 42 million views on Thanksgiving Day, then all of a sudden a few Giants fans saying, hey, hold on. It had to do because we were winning too and we were blah, blah, blah. I said, nah, dog. it probably would have been 42 regardless. We would have played anybody in the National Football League. We would have still got that viewership because right now we're humming. Right now we're rolling. And they are looking and praying and hoping. I forgot there's a nice young lady that came out with a song that says they wishing on our downfall or praying on our downfall. That is the 4-letter, 3-letter network. They are praying for our downfall right now.
Ooh, they coming out tonight. I like it. The ladies speak on this. She said, "You all are on the money of being handsome kings." Ooh, wee. That's what I'm talking about.
Close the door.
Close the door.
And it's true that
It's a great night.
So check this out.
Hey.
I do got a
Thank
real
you very
opinion
much.
on this. Just keeping it all the way 100. Okay. Even though I don't trust the motives, I do trust the information. Being honest.
True.
With what happened with San Fran and Jimmy, in terms of talent, in terms of momentum, why not? Right? Because right now, I would have to say in the NFC, based on the game so far, the Eagles are in our way, and I don't trust their 11-1. Because I always said this, Big, you might be able to talk me off the cliff, big dog, because I know you go bring some humility to your boy.
I'm about to bring it.
But check this out, just keeping it real.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it right now because I feel what you about to say.
No,
Yeah,
I ain't
dude,
saying yes.
Yeah.
So let me
Go ahead.
say it first,
Say
big
it.
dog. So check this out, and I just want to get all y'all opinion on this.
Okay.
Bro, us winning 4 games with Cooper Rush was more impressive than what they did with Hurts. Because to me, that showed, in my opinion, because too many Cowboy fans are just bowing the knee to Philly. And I'm like, nah, bro. What we did with that 4-1 was more impressive than what they did with Hurts. And now that we got Dak, we showing we dangerous on both sides. Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. I totally 100% agree with everything you just said right there. 100% agree. Because first of all, none of us believed Cooper Rush was going to even be a quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Right.
Right.
And we were all ready to get rid of Cooper Rush. We were all saying, who was the dude that was on there? And we got that. Who was the dude that was there this year? What's his name?
Man.
Remember his damn name?
Man, bro.
I'm sorry. Somebody
I feel bad,
that just
bro.
tells
Oh
you
my
right
gosh,
there.
now you
should
threw me
feel
into
bad
the-
because that just tells you right there what it was.
Right.
We was looking for him to be the guy over Cooper Rush, right?
Number
Greer.
15, that's all I can
Thanks,
remember.
C.
Will
Greer.
Greer.
Will Greer.
Will Greer. So we was
Thanks,
all
C.
expecting Will Greer to be the guy because we were saying, Cooper Rush, why you keep keeping him on the squad, right? Let's keep it real. A lot of us were feeling that. I was feeling that. And so for him to come in, just like you said, boss, I'm a 100% agree with you. Nobody thought Cooper Rush was winning them games against the Bengals,
Nah.
Super Bowl champs.
Nah.
I mean, not Super Bowl champs, Super Bowl runner-ups,
Nah.
Rams, Super Bowl champs.
Right.
At
In
the time,
LA.
the undefeated Giants, remember?
And hold up now. And
Facts.
they played with all their guys because they had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Facts.
They had Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp
Right.
and Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald.
Right.
They had all them guys, right? And we had Cooper Rush. Giants was undefeated, right? And it was in
Right.
New York with Cooper Rush.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
That's
speaking
more
to
impressive.
your point, boss, nobody thought that was happening.
Nope.
So yes, that is more impressive because we saw Jalen Hurts as a quarterback last year, right?
Right.
So he got better. And let's look at that game. Even in that, I keep saying, even in that Philly game, I don't take nothing away from Philly beating us, but you got spotted 20 points on 3 turnovers in the first half. And just like when we did the Best of Enemies podcast, I said you scored 6 points in the second half.
Facts.
Right.
6 points. And if you look at the yardage, it wasn't Philly.
Nope.
It was Dallas.
Right. Right.
And
And
even-
now blowouts have been more impressive.
Yeah.
Like what we
6
did to
games,
the Colts
3
was
40-point games.
right.
6 games, 3 40-point games, averaging 37 points a game. since Dak been there. And all I said, even when I did my Best Spin MV podcast, boss-in-law, was, yeah, you can't go in the past, but I can only see what was happening.
Right.
And they dropped 40 on Hurts with Dak both times.
True.
They going in right now as a well-oiled machine. So I can't sit there and, even though I would give you respect, I can't sit there and say Dallas is scared of Philly, because even though you added, Dallas added too. And Dallas has their quarterback back now.
Facts. Yeah. It's no lies. We also got the OC in the building, man. What's going on? Big homie.
What's going on, people?
Is hard as hell.
Yes, sir.
So, OC, let me catch you up, big dog. So, this is the
sir.
deal. We dealing with the real probabilities, and we were just kind of going back and forth on it, because I agree this is a trap, because Dallas plays better as underdogs, but I do agree with the data. If there's any year for it to be our year, any year for us to not actually be delusional on it being our year, is this year. And it's not just because of the talent, it's because of how everything is laid out. So we want to hear from you about that, OC.
Yeah, so if you look at the NFC in itself, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a mess. The Los Angeles Rams are out of it. The San Francisco 49ers are dealing with a hurt Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Green Bay Packers are just, besides beating us, are not very good. So if it was any year for us to really have an impact and splash and get out of the NFC, yeah, this is definitely the year. 100% agree with that. I think that the Cowboys' opportunity lies really in finishing the season strong and doing everything it can to grab that first place seeding out of the NFC East. I think that will bode extremely well in the playoffs, and even in some controversial games they may have to play in the postseason. So if the Cowboys just take care of business and remain steady, if they can do that, the Cowboys should be in really, really good shape. And also sticks to the script, use play action pass, run the football with conviction, and play sound defense. And if the Cowboys do that, we should be in really, really good shape. And by the way, I mean, the Cowboys just beat the Colts like Jamie Foxx beat his slave master on Diego Unchained. I mean, they beat the snot out of them like with a bull whip. You know, they beat the Colts. They beat the Colts like they tried to steal Jerry Jones' first Super Bowl ring. I mean, they beat the Colts like they messed up their marketing deal with Pepsi. I mean, they beat the mess out of the Colts. So anyway, that's my take on that.
All right, Law, what you got, big dog?
Well, all things are valid with what you guys are saying, and I have no rebuttal. I have no other comment to add to for this. It's one of those things whereas we just have to sit back and wait for Cowboys versus Eagles, because there's no way we can put it. They played the Lions, right? And the Eagles barely beat the Lions. We beat the Lions, and they say, well, it's because this and that. And then they say, well, we beat y'all. And then when we bring up last year, they say, well, hey, it's last year. What about this year? And all last year, looking for Gilly the Kid and all of those other guys, putting up bets. I couldn't find them. Now all of a sudden, when we have our backup quarterback, Meek Mills want to drop a CD and put up bets, and Gilly the Kid, he want to come out there with his straggly voice talking about come on, y'all Cowboys, let's put $10 out, $8 out. Like, dude, come on, man. Lean forward just a little bit. And I know you got your $1 million now, but lean forward. Maybe I slap some weight on you. On both of them, Meek Mill and Gilly the Kid. Now they want to bet these hands. You know what I'm saying? So
Bet these hands.
All of a sudden they want to bet, but we couldn't find them.
Right.
We couldn't find them when Dak was out there, but now they want to bet. Come on. We'll be waiting for them. Let's go.
And Law, I got something, bro. Listen, this is about us too. Don't trip. But this is important, bro. What is going on, bruh? What is going on at Jackson State with Deion, bro? Can you help me, bro? It is going crazy right now, bro. They got Deion Sanders. Wait, can you please? We gonna stay on this just for 1 second, but come on, bro. What they trying to do to Prime? Can you help us, bro?
Man, you know I don't like JSU. I love JSU. That's my alum, man. Yeah. And Prime did a wonderful job with Jackson State, putting us back on the map and these sorts of things. Yeah, but I come here to tell y'all, as real as I am, okay, and as hard as I am for this networking channel, okay, if all of a sudden, the 49ers reach out to me.
Oh, wait. Hold on, I got to do it.
Breaking news. The 49ers now signing Law Nation to a $45 million contract to talk podcast and see if he can convert Law Nation over there to the Empire. Look, I'm going to be like, man, I hate to say this, but for $45 million, bang, bang. I ain't gonna say the rest, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm be sitting there like, man, y'all just work with me now, because that's what happened. Colorado done knocked on the door and said, Prime, hey, we got $45 million for you, man. And all Jackson State was paying the man was $3. Come on, what would you do?
Man, come on, bro. Listen,
$45 million, what would you do? And you making $3 million.
Listen, you already know, bro. You got to go with the money, bro. That's not even and it's just sad that people really, in my opinion, trying to make news like he's supposed to stay down with the SWAC and turn down that much money. It's like, and at some point, we got to stop, in my opinion, trying to call people blackness out because they make moves that's based on what's best for them and their families. And he raised a good point when he said, listen, I'm still gonna be helping black people. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. But they trying to treat Prime like he a sellout. It is just the craziest thing in the world because he took a job and he raised all that money for JSU. I don't get it, big dog.
He did raise a lot of money, and on top of that, Colorado football program is 75 to 78% black too. So it's a big, was it Big 12, Pac-12? What is it? What conference that is?
Big 12.
Colorado,
Big 12.
Pac-12. Big 12. Okay, Big 12. See, I don't even know my colleges like y'all do. But I can tell you that collectively, Prime did it for two reasons. Let's not get it twisted. A man will fight to the edge of the earth for his son. Right. And this is a prime opportunity for his son to get the spotlight and the accolades, because I seen Prime put his son numbers up this year, Shiloh Sanders, up against Bryce and whatever the guy for Ohio, State. So he put his numbers up. I mean, Bryce Young, I meant to say, for Alabama, whatever school. He put his numbers up against those kids, and his numbers just good. But they're like, hey man, that's swag. So he didn't get no echoes. So he was like, that's my son. And if I had a son, I would go to the edge of the earth too for him. And I know that y'all would do the same for y'all's son. Y'all would go to the edge of the earth. But now they say we give you money, plus you can go to the edge of the earth. Shoot, Prime did that for his son. Y'all, whoever saying otherwise, don't pay attention. That man don't like his son. He love his son.
Yeah. Did y'all have anything on that? Because I'm finna pivot it right on back to something. Did y'all have anything on that though?
No, man. I just.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Big.
Will y'all stop being polite? Y'all get on my nerves. You go ahead. Okay. You go ahead. Well, somebody take the mic.
I'll take it. I have no problem doing it. You know that. But just my quick things on it. I'm going to disagree with Law on that last point, that I think it wasn't just for Prime. It was his son. I think that he felt his son was disrespected when he said his son came right in as a freshman, sophomore, and did. I mean, his son is nice, because I watched him. Yeah. I watched when Prime was coaching in high school, and I watched the documentary with his son. And I wondered, and I ain't gonna lie, when I seen Shiloh, I wondered, is he playing this because of his dad? I wanted to see if he's playing this because of his dad. And I watched it, and I'm like, no, this boy is a dog. Like, he's really a good quarterback. He's got the size, he's got the measurable, he's got the speed, he's got the arm, he's got everything you want in the quarterback. But when he followed his dad, I knew they were going to play him and be like, oh, it's the competition. So I believe you 100%, Law, when he said, I'm coming to Colorado, this is from my son, because my son's going to be the starting quarterback for Colorado, and he about to show all y'all he a dog. He about to show all y'all. And once he show you all y'all he a dog, all them recruits going to start coming. It's going to be based on his son for real. Because they're going to be watching how his son plays at Colorado, and if his son turns all the way up at Colorado, watch all them recruits come to Colorado.
Oh yeah, they coming anyway. They already opened up that transfer.
Well, they're coming anyway. But they're coming anyway. But I'm telling you, they're going to be watching his son because he's basically saying this is going to be your quarterback. So everybody's going to be watching that. And if he can transition straight from the swag and go right into Colorado and dominate too, trust me, eyes are going to open.
And then Keystone said, it's what we do best. We crabs in the barrel. We got to do better.
Yeah. And I was alluding to what I was going to say. You know, the financial economics of the situation. You know, money is green. You know, it ain't black, it ain't white, it ain't Asian. There's no race. There's no race associated with money. And that was an economic decision and a decision for his son. And to boot, to put himself in position to get one of these top 5 NFL coaching jobs if he can go to Colorado and help turn that program around in 2 or 3 years, because keep in mind, he will be a prime candidate, no pun intended, for one of these big jobs at Alabama, LSU, Texas, if he goes there and has success. So it was a great strategic move and a good financial move for Deion Sanders all the way around, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, man, sure.
I got to ask y'all a question, bro. What's up with Mike McCarthy? Because Mike McCarthy has been shooting some real slugs at Jerry. I'm going to go back to these, my birthday, November 22nd. And let's just listen real quick to Jerry. Well, Mike McCarthy, listen. This is from the fan.
Hey, Mike McCarthy was making some comments about Jerry, the owner, versus Jerry, the GM. I want to play him for you and see what you think about the separation.
I saw Jerry's comments, but I can tell you, speaking with General Manager Jerry today, he's focused on the Giants, but obviously the owner is, he's always looking at the big picture.
What's he?
And it's been going on and on and on. So we all know after the win, everybody had questions on why Zeke didn't start the game. And what happened?
I like Mike McCarthy.
Go ahead, because I'm talk about it while I cue it up.
I love Mike McCarthy right now. Just how he said that.
Just how he said
that. I love Mike McCarthy even more now. Just how he said it. Jerry, the GM, he's focused on the Giants. Jerry, the owner.
Ooh, hey, and this is
I like
this is this is gangster. And then this is the thing. So let me play this clip real quick, because this is Mike McCarthy showing his frustration that Jerry let out the bag about the rumor of why Zeke wasn't starting. Here we go. Hold on.
Fine. Benching? What is this?
It's a Jerry's.
It's a benching or a fine?
It's your room, correct?
It's a benching. It's one game benching right there. That's the president.
He's not going to start.
That's
I would be more lenient.
And then he didn't stop.
Oh, God. Yeah, drop
the mic.
Oh, God.
God, dog. Ooh, Mike McCarthy. He playing a dangerous game. Can I be honest? He playing it. But this is the thing. Jerry today acknowledged that he was wrong based on what Mike McCarthy said yesterday. What's y'all thoughts on Mike McCarthy pushing back and just y'all feeling on it? I'm gonna go around the circle. I'm gonna start with you, Big.
I absolutely love it.
I know you do.
I absolutely love it. Push back, fight back, do all that. Say hell no, shut the hell up, Jerry. I don't care what the hell you do. You know what? Because Jerry will respect you then.
Right.
See, that's what people don't understand. People think Jerry just wants a puppet. I want to tell y'all something, and I know y'all gonna trip on me. I'm gonna say it again. I know y'all gonna bug on me. Like, Jay, you just be bugging out with that. But Jerry's birthday is 2 days before mine. He's a Libra. I know his damn mindset. And when you stand up to him and you actually be like, man, I ain't listening to that, he's gonna respect you more. He's gonna give you more leeway and more power, dog. He is. I know it.
Yes.
And when he does that, that's when Jerry looks at you like, you know what? I like Mike McCarthy. He stands up to me. He talks back to me. Man, I'm telling you, it's the truth. Y'all don't think that, but it's the truth. That's the way Jerry thinks. And so when Mike McCarthy does that, he don't get mad at Mike McCarthy. He's like, you know what? I shouldn't have did him like that. My bad. You know what? I don't have no problem saying that. And because I like McCarthy, a good ass coach, and look what he's doing for us. That's how he will do. He'll look and change himself. And when Mike McCarthy stands up for himself, Jerry always has been apologizing. Listen, remember earlier this summer when Mike McCarthy's like, man, this is a little circus up in here. I ain't really know it was all like this. And remember when Mike McCarthy was pushing back? What happened? Jerry came in and apologized, didn't he?
Bro, he did.
Yeah, he did. He came back and apologized and said, no, it ain't nobody else. It's Mike McCarthy. He's our guy. Ain't nobody else. If y'all thinking that, that's my bad. Didn't he do it when Mike McCarthy was getting mad?
He did. He did. He sure did. Yeah.
So guess what? Jerry does like pushback. The only thing Jerry don't like is when you try to show him up. And I don't think when he looks at Mike McCarthy is showing him up. Mike McCarthy is saying, look, this is my stuff. Let me do this. Back the hell up, and I got this. And when Jerry sees that, all right, I got you. My bad. My bad. I'll go in my fault. I ain't mean. I'm trying to tell y'all. But you know what? It's whatever.
No, you not crazy. First of all, everybody in the chats, y'all clap it up. Clap it up for real. Clap it up for real. Clap it up for Big, man. This because what he said. I got the evidence of it right here. I want y'all to listen. This happened today.
Jerry, you had mentioned after the game that there was some disciplinary action with Zeke, and that's why he didn't start. What exactly happened there?
Well, I just wanted to make the point, and the real point was Zeke not on the field first because he had been demoted, and that's just not the case.
That's not what you said, though. But okay, go ahead.
He deserves both of them. We see what Pollard is, and we see what Zeke is, and there was no demotion there. I want to distinguish that from him not being out there first. Now, the first part of it is a discipline. I really would tell you so minor that it's not worth bringing up. That's very important with Zeke, because one of Zeke's biggest qualities is the leadership he provides on the team. And
what? Hold on.
What he is as a football player. He is as complete a focus on going out there and being there at every practice and getting every rep in that you can have. So I just wanted to make the point that this was one of those technical adjustments that people make to have meetings and have discipline in the meetings and have people's attention in the meetings and things like phone going off or all of those kinds of things. It was an area like that.
Jerry, thank you so much for
mentioning it.
Yes.
It really is something I shouldn't be talking about, frankly. It's a coaching internal thing, and let them do their deal.
That's why I said give Big a hand. Come on now.
Yeah.
Because Big, give him a hand, bro. Big, that was so on point what you just said. And that is a perfect example of what you just said. Can you expound on that some more?
I mean, like I said, I just feel like Jerry, He doesn't want somebody like Jimmy Johnson was somebody that would blast him, like disrespect him in the media. And that's why he took it personal with Jimmy. And because Jimmy would say flat out, he don't know what he's talking about. He don't know no damn football. Like Jerry would take that personal. And then that's what started that friction. Yep. But I don't feel like what Mike McCarthy is doing is disrespecting Jerry when he does that.
It's about football.
I feel like it's about football. Back the hell up off me. You gonna let me coach this team or not?
Right.
You gonna let me do this or not? And I feel like when he looks at Jerry like that, like, man, what's up, dog? You gonna let me do this or not? Yeah. And Jerry's like, all right, my bad. All right, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna go ahead and back off because he already knows he's over, blah blah blah, over top. He knows he's like that, and I feel like when Mike McCarthy gives that pushback, he respects it and is like, okay, it's cool. You know what I mean? Because I think he does respect Mike McCarthy because what he did at Green Bay. Yeah. And guess what? He wins against Houston. It's going to be the first back-to-back 10-win season since 95, 96. He's got to respect it. You feel what I'm saying? He's got to respect it because Mike McCarthy is doing something that a lot of coaches haven't did in over 20 years. So even though Dallas may have flopped last year, you can see 12-5. You're already 9-3. You have winning seasons. This guy knows what he's doing. Look at the culture at the team right now. Let's keep it real. Are we mad at the culture at the team right now? I like the heartbeat of the team right now.
Love it.
I feel good about the team right now. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say I'm drinking Kool-Aid, but what I will say is I like the way Mike McCarthy has steered this ship. Even when Cooper Rush came in, nobody thought Cooper Rush was going to win that many damn games. Let's keep it real. Nobody thought it. And they beat the Bengals. I don't care what their record was when we played them. They beat the Rams when they had all their stars, and they beat them with Cooper Rush. That's the testament of the coach. And you said it yourself, boss, that he has reeled in Kellen Moore. Yep. I already sit there and said 30-30 club, right? Yep. It's 30 rushes, 34 passes since Dak Prescott has come back. So that's got to be the testament of the coach because you sit there and said Kellen Moore is a pass-happy guy. So that has to be the head coach if you're reeling in and still doing 30 because we was wondering, is he still going to do the balanced run pass when Dak Prescott is in, or is he going to go back to being pass-happy Kellen Moore? And if you look at the stats, since Dak Prescott has come back in those 6 games, it's 34 passes and 34 rushes and 30 passes. And that's what it's been, balanced. So that has to be the coach and not the coordinator. So I got to give Mike McCarthy props, and I like what he's doing. So hell yeah, I like what's going on. And I hope they keep him as a coach.
I'm proud of Jerry for backing up off that.
Yeah, I mean, pick your battles, man. And Jerry Jones finally backed up off of it, said, hey, man, I was wrong. Let me get up off of this spot. Yeah. But I tell people all the time, if you team Mike McCarthy, put MM in the chat. If you're not, then put no MM in the chat. So we can know where we at. I'm still like, before the season kicked off, I said Mike got to prove one thing for me, and that is winning a playoff game. And then I will give you guys my thoughts. But all this year, I'm going to tell you guys to put that in the chat. One game so far really kind of like made me want to pull my hair out of my head, and that was the Green Bay Packers game. And that made me think differently of Mike McCarthy. But now he's winning me back over. Hopefully, when we get to this playoff, he win me one playoff game, then I can say, yeah, I'm feeling this dude. But right now, I'm still in the middle. I'm not to the left nor the right, but I'm right dab in the middle. But for what we can see that this team is different under his leadership, we can see that he pretty much moving his weight around. And I didn't know, Boss Cowboy, Big Game James and the OC, that when you get gilded, I didn't know, or unsullied, I didn't know that you can grow a pair back.
So no,
he's been growing them back, man.
I know.
I little raises now, man, but shoot, they get bigger and bigger, man. So I'm saying, hey, man, do your thing, dog. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah. Woo.
Man, it's about time Mike McCarthy stood up and said something publicly contrarian to Jerry Jones. I was proud of him. I mean, I think it's a personal victory. You know how when you got – didn't y'all have older, like grandparents, if anybody has older grandparents, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know how when they get older, they just start cussing? You know, like at first they were nice when you were younger. They get older, they start cussing like they don't care, and then they just tell you, I'm too old. I don't care. I'm too old. That's how I hope that Mike McCarthy is. Like, man, you should be too old for this, man. Anytime you see somebody being out of line, doing something crazy, talking out of turn, acting like you're not the head coach, you should just go ahead and speak your piece and let the thing fall where it may. At the end of the day, the man got to pay you anyway, and you're doing a great job, much better than Jason Garrett, I might add, in his tenure with the Dallas Cowboys. So, hey, man, he is an asset, right? He's a commodity and an asset to the Cowboys, and the Cowboys would do well to try to keep him around.
Man, check this out. And I listen, this is another thing he said yesterday when he was pushing back. Look at this. Hold on real quick.
I think is definitely now.
Jerry said after the game it was his understanding that Zeke not starting was a minor disciplinary issue. Can you confirm and or elaborate on that?
I mean, I think those types of things, you know, if it were, you know, whatever extent it was, those are really situations for the locker room. You know, I know we're in the everything is available content creating environment.
Hey, Law, I'm not in the middle, bro. I'm all the way over there with Mike McCarthy, bro.
That's real.
I'm all the way over there with him. That's real.
That's real.
It's amazing.
And then Jerry.
Hold on, do y'all hear this, Gillimax?
Content creating. Dog, I love that.
Two people that don't even like the Kool-Aid or even mention me staring up the Kool-Aid. They are drinking the
Kool-Aid, bro.
Mike McCarthy branded Kool-Aid, man.
Bro,
hey,
I'm
Mike McCarthy Kool-Aid looks good right now,
I
baby.
do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I gotta drink the Kool-Aid of that because at the end of the day, they're 9-3. Like I said, they beat the Texans. That's two. When's the last time? First of all, you just heard OC mention with Jason Garrett. Did we ever have back-to-back playoff seasons with Jason Garrett?
No.
I'll wait. No, that never happened. It was off and on. You knew it was up and down. It was never consistent. So you saw the 2020 year, and even then they were still competing with 14 people, and you lost your starting quarterback. You had 14 people on injured reserve. You came back the next year at 12-5. Now you're 9-3. You possibly can end the season with 13 to 14 wins, possibly, right? So yes, we're all looking for the playoffs. You know what I'm looking for, the playoffs. I don't care about the regular season because I've seen this before, so I care about the playoffs. But if you look at the way he's done the team, the way he steadied the ship, the way all that controversy that was going on during the offseason, and he met it and he faced it, he stood up to it, and look at what the team is doing. Everybody thought we were falling off after that Tampa Bay game, and look how he righted the ship when Dak Prescott was gone. Everybody said we were right for dead. Oh, yep, same old Cowboys. I said it. I felt it. I said it on the shows. And guess what? He righted the ship, got Dak Prescott, and look, not even that. You see what he's done with Kellen Moore, balanced the team, made it get more run aggressive, right?
Facts.
The things that we were wanting the team to do.
We
want to run the ball more. That's what they're doing. Right. We said we need Tony Pollard, who's explosive. He needs to get the ball more. Look what they're doing. I mean, come on, y'all. We can't hate on this. Now, look, the things that we were asking for, Tony Pollard's getting the ball, right? He's getting them on explosive plays, right? They're doing the things that we want them to do, right? So why are we going to get mad and complaining? Because I've been seeing Cowboys fans still complain about stuff. And why? Because they're doing the things that we want them to do. Now, y'all said, and I'm listening to y'all, and I'm not, tell me if I'm wrong, we said they don't do enough to exploit the number one receiver. We don't move him around enough. We don't give him enough targets. Are they doing that with CeeDee Lamb or not?
They moving CeeDee everywhere.
Yes,
are they moving him around?
Yes.
Are they focusing him as the number one man?
Yes, they are.
Are they getting him the ball? They're doing what we said they weren't doing, and they're doing it now. So are we really getting mad?
No, I'm not. Hey.
No, I just hope that this is a segue over to my guy, the OC over there with CeeDee Lamb about is he a number one wide receiver? Because I love my dog over there, man. But I just want to know, man. I just want to check your temperature right now. Is he a number one?
Just put loud face right there. Put loud face. That's loud. That ain't loud. Let's go, man. Come on now. I want to see this fight. Let's see this.
Listen, if you don't follow Boss Cowboy Sports, please follow Boss Cowboy Sports. I put a video out about why CeeDee Lamb is not a 1A receiver. He's a 1B receiver. He has proven himself to trending toward a 1A receiver at this point. Do I believe he's all the way there yet? No, I do not believe he's all the way there yet, because, and I'll tell you why. Because if you look, no, listen, hold on.
We're not listening. We're not listening to this mess.
No, you gotta listen.
We
gotta
ain't
listen.
You don't want to
hear the truth.
No, we don't want to hear lies, bro.
You can't handle the truth.
No, go ahead.
You can't handle the truth.
All right, go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna cut you off no more.
Hey, so look, here's the deal, man. CeeDee Lamb has played well, man, versus mediocre and inferior teams. He should go berserk on the Colts. He should go berserk on the Texans. Because listen, at the end of the day, what's going to make CeeDee Lamb to be proven out to be a 1A bona fide number one receiver is tough games and the playoffs. That is what's going to prove him out to be the man, right? You can do all you want to do versus teams that you should be. But what happened at Tampa Bay? 5 catches. What happened versus the Philadelphia Eagles? He didn't do much. What happened on the games that we lost and the tough teams that we played? Listen, he did better against the Packers.
Excuse me.
Hold on, y'all let him finish. Y'all let him finish.
You can cut me off all you want.
Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all beat him up. I ain't gonna even beat him up. Y'all can beat him up.
I just asked, OC. I ain't trying to cut you off. I just asked.
Hold on. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, man, swing on him, bro. And this is my best friend, dog, and I'm saying punch on this dude. Y'all gotta punch him right.
That's called the high guard right there. Go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna let you get your shots off. Then I'm gonna counter punch. Go ahead, get your shots off. Go ahead, get your shots off.
Let me get my shots off right quick, OC, because he tore up them Packers. He came against these last 5 games is when he's really been turning up. He had a big game against the Giants. Really turned up in them Giants. I know it's the Colts, but guess what? The Colts had the number 5th ranked defense in the league. They weren't chopped liver. It was their offense. They had a damn good defense, and he ate it up too. And lately, remember we were talking about his drops? He had 4 drops, and we ain't seen. He's got 4 drops total, and it's been how many games? He's averaging 85 yards a game now.
OC, are you? Because you calling him a number one.
Call him one,
Because see, I think that's what's going on.
I never said he wasn't a number one.
Right.
I never said he wasn't a number one.
I think people thinking you saying he not a number one. You talking about the level of number one. So let me just make sure I'm understanding you correct, bro. Because I might be missing you. What is a top level number one, and who would be somebody you would comp him to, so that we can kind of see the levels in which you're talking about? Because I'm not quite seeing it. Like, what's the comp of a number one that you would compare him to? OC.
Well, I would say a number one receiver. I think that, there are levels, right? I think you have a 1A and a 1B. And what I said, if you look at the video, I said
I'm thinking Hopkins.
B Hops. That's
I mean,
say, bro.
No. Tell me your one ABs.
Yeah, who's your one?
He's B Hops.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. So a guy that can take over the game, a guy that you can throw the ball to, he go catch it, he go make a play underneath all circumstances, would be a guy, Devontae Adams. That's a 1A. Devontae Adams is a 1A. Cooper Kupp is a 1A.
Who's a 1B?
I think a Thielen is a 1B. Right, I think a Hopkins is a 1B.
That's
to give you guys a couple of examples.
I see what you're saying.
That's
what I think of Thielen, and I think of CeeDee Lamb. I don't think that they're in the same room. I think CeeDee Lamb done already surpassed a Thielen type of wide receiver, in my opinion. Now, where do you put, like, let's say, for example, an AJ Brown, since he's in the same conference or what have you? Where do you put him? Is he a 1A or is he a 1B?
I think AJ Brown is really a 1B. I think he's a 1B because a 1A is a straight up star receiver. And this is what I'm gonna tell you guys, and I think you guys will agree with this if you hear me out. 1A star receivers are proven out in big games and big moments. And what I'm saying is that CeeDee Lamb has not proven out yet. I'm not saying he won't. I'm saying he hasn't proven out yet in big games and big moments. And that's why we need to finish the regular season. And that's why we need to see what CeeDee Lamb shows up in these playoffs. That's going to tell me everything. And look, if he balls out and handles his business, he's doing the same things he's doing now at the end of the year in the playoffs. Yes, I'll be the first person to get on the final word and anoint him with the oil. Okay?
Well, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, then. You're making great points, though. You said big games, big moments. I seen a wide receiver that you probably got classified as a 1A out of Justin Jefferson. Yes or no? Do you got him classification as a 1A?
No doubt.
No doubt.
I think he's a 1A for sure. He's the go-to guy.
1A for sure. And I seen him disappear in that Eagles game. I seen him disappear against the Dallas Cowboys every time he played against the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. And I seen CeeDee Lamb show up tall against the Eagles. I seen Lamb show up tall against the Vikings or what have you. So what makes him so much that far ahead of my guy, CeeDee Lamb?
I appreciate you fighting for the nation. You mentioned 2 games. Right? I mean, you mentioned the Eagles and you mentioned his play against the Cowboys. You didn't mention all the other games he went berserk on Cowboys. Right? But yeah, I mean, that's fine. Everybody has a team they struggle against. It's common that everybody has a team that may have their number, but Justin Jefferson has been a bona fide star since he came out of LSU. He led the league in receiving touchdowns, I believe, in yards as a rookie. Okay? CeeDee Lamb didn't do that. He backed it up with another 1,000-yard season his second year. All right, CeeDee Lamb didn't do that, okay? He's taken a top off of defenses and consistently dominated games versus top competition. Oh, Jamar Chase is another 1A, to give you another 1A out of LSU. So guys that dominate games are 1As. Guys that are explosive, good players, right? But they don't take over games and they don't step up and dominate versus the top competition. Those guys are good players, but they're not 1As, they're 1Bs.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection.
Objection.
Let me jump in.
Objection. Objection. I got to put this out there. Andy Dalton, Benjamin DiNucci. I'm talking about Gilbert. I don't think that this dude had a chance to get those type of quarterbacks throwing the ball to him. Excuse me, but CeeDee Lamb still had those guys throwing the ball.
That's funny. Hold up. That's funny right now. Listening to you right now, Law, that's funny. Because last year, me and OC was saying he was the game changer, and y'all was saying you and Boss was saying it was Cooper.
True.
We was fighting for Lamb.
Yep.
And then we had to switch because Cooper took over. So now it's funny listen to you, Law, fighting for Lamb, and now OC not fighting for him.
But this is crazy. This is crazy, Big. This is crazy to watch, bro.
Hold on.
This is
crazy to watch, but excuse me.
It is.
Objection. Objection.
I'm liking this, though. I'm loving it.
The only thing that gives me saving grace is before the season even kicked off. Before the season even kicked off, I had my nuts on the line with CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I already whipped that out and said that this is his third year. And I said that his number should be comparison and compatible to, dare I say, other guy that wore 88 in his third year. And I said, and a lot of people kind of laughed at and scoffed at me, and I said his numbers could or should be better if Dak Prescott is healthy for the entire season.
He said
and lo and behold, it's still on the same page, even when we had Cooper Rush. Come on, baby.
He got a point.
But here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say about CeeDee Lamb. 2,965 yards in 3 years. 935 his first year with Dak Prescott out. That's where you can say 16 games played. He played 5 with Dak, 11 with Andy Dalton, Ben DiNucci, Aaron Gilbert. So he still got 935, and Dak was having a career season. He was averaging 44 pass attempts before he got hurt. So we can and CeeDee Lamb in that 5 first games, he was on a rookie record until Dak got hurt. So we can say he probably would have hit 1,000 yards his rookie season, right? He had 1,100 yards his second year. And that's on 111 targets his first year, 120 targets his second year, and now he has 111 already with 5 games still left. So you got to sit there and say that he got the potential and he's been showing it. The only problem I've been having with CD is those drops and the inconsistency on the routes. If he was better at the route running like the Amari Coopers, yes, you could definitely say he'd be the number one. You can't tell me you would have any debate if his route running was like Amari Cooper. Don't tell me that.
No.
No, I won't tell
I
you
mean,
that.
that,
I'm gonna tell
that
you that
only means that
he
I was right last year and Law was right last year, but I appreciate that.
No, that's only saying that
I mean-
me and OC are right because now y'all both saying he a number one. So really, me and OC were right, and we forecast
Correct.
future.
No,
no,
bro.
two things
Super
can't be true.
Bowl,
Two things
bro.
can't be
OC,
true.
ain't that right, OC?
BGJ. Two things can't be true.
Ain't that right? We projected the future, right, OC? OC, didn't we project the future?
We did.
We
No,
said
we
he
did.
said he was the game changer, didn't we say, OC? We projected it.
Yeah, and what I'm saying too that needs to be heard very clearly is that I say trending. Trending doesn't mean arrive; it means trending.
On the way. On
All
the
right,
way.
he's trending up. Yeah, he's trending up. But you
I'm
got
trying
to show me
figure
a
out
little
this
bit
1A,
more.
1B thing. Is Terry McLaurin 1A?
Ooh.
Answer.
think Scary
I
Terry's a
just
one.
pull up
That's
Terry.
1B.
I just pull up Terry's stat line right there.
He's a 1B. He's a 1B to me.
Okay.
1B.
Because
you know why
he's a 1B because
his quarterbacks suck.
Wait a
Good
minute.
point. Good
Well,
point.
how-
See, oh,
Oh,
wait.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
however you
point. See,
Come on, his quarterbacks.
See, y'all be-
however you
because he been turning up with bad quarterbacks, y'all. Come
That's a
on,
good point.
He been
That's a
turning up
good
with bad
point.
quarterbacks. Let him get a good quarterback, and Scary Terry gonna go
I
crazy.
guarantee if Terry had
That's
Dak,
that
he would go
Ohio
crazy.
State talking now,
If he
man.
had Dak-
No, that's
if
a
he had
good point, though,
if he
Law. I'm
had
gonna
a
give him
top
that one.
quarterback, he would go nuts.
That's a valid
That's
point.
valid.
I can't fight him when
Valid.
he
That's
right
valid.
like that.
That's valid.
That's quarterbacks because
No, Terry's a
quarterbacks
good
make
player. He's a
receivers
good
and
player.
receivers make
Quarterbacks matter.
quarterbacks. You right.
Yes,
I can't fight you
quarterbacks
on that
matter.
one. I
Yeah.
just can't.
Hey, the only person that just destroyed numbers with poo-poo quarterbacks was Terrell Owens.
And Hopkins. Hopkins
Yeah,
did too.
Garcias
And Hopkins, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Hopkins, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Garcia,
That's why
baby.
I don't know. That's why y'all saying he's a 1B with all the bad quarterbacks he had in them numbers. I don't know. Maybe
Nah.
he didn't have the speed. Maybe he didn't have the speed like some of them number ones. But y'all gonna sit there and tell me he's a 1B with all them bad quarterbacks he had and them numbers he had, and he can do it with anybody.
Nah, man. I think CeeDee
You put
Lamb,
B Hop with any quarterback and he
True.
gonna be a dog. Can
true
we not
with
say
any
that?
quarterback. That's true.
With any quarterback, B Hop's gonna be a dog. Let's not say that.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. OC, my boy. But you
But
tripping, dog.
no. I'm
You
about
tripping,
to give
boy. You tripping.
No, you kept on. Y'all bring it up. Y'all bring it up. B Hop. No, wait a second.
You
Let me say this
tripping.
real quick.
See, I've
You
been
bring
waiting
it
in the
up,
cut.
B-Hop.
I'll wait some more. I'll wait.
Go ahead, keep waiting. Y'all brought up B Hop, but who did B Hop play with his first several years? A guy named Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, a 1A.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he had a chance to develop right underneath his tutelage for 3 to, I believe, 5 seasons before he took over. 3 to 4 seasons, I
No,
believe.
it was
until he
only
took over
2,
that
bro.
number one spot.
That's
It
not
was
true,
only
OC.
2,
Okay,
and I
okay,
know that
okay,
for a fact.
That's not true, OC.
That's
because when
fine
B-Hop
if it's
came
2.
in with
No,
Andre Johnson,
it's not
he was
fine
a
that you
dog
exaggerate.
That's fine.
from day one.
You exaggerate.
I'm not exaggerating.
You did.
B-Hop was a dog from
2
day
years
one.
is-
And even with Johnson.
I'm
You
not
know
saying
it,
he
OC.
wasn't a dog. I'm telling you, he had a chance to develop, and he wasn't the number 1 receiver coming into the league. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you clearly that it was A.J. Johnson, the number 1 receiver. He was the number 2 receiver, and however he did it.
Yeah,
wait
we
a
gotta
second,
give
and
you
I'm
the
in Boss Cowboys. You of all people, get all the buttons, Boss. But you yourself, Boss Cowboy, have been on record. Go back and look at some of Boss Cowboy's videos about how you wax eloquently about a drafted wide receiver coming in and needing to have the benefit of playing with a veteran receiver to develop and transition to the NFL game so that he could be a true number 1 receiver. And that 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, however you want to put it, he had the opportunity to play underneath Andre Johnson and with him and learn from him and transition. Okay.
Stop, bro. Just
Stop. We got you on this.
Stop,
OC.
bro.
Hey.
We got you on this one,
OC,
dog.
as
We
good
got
as
you
you
on
are, and as
We-
much as I
you
respect
good,
you,
OC.
OC, as much as we respect
We
you,
got you on this one, dog. Sorry.
Hey.
You lost this one, OC.
Hit it 50 more times. Hit it 50
I
more
do
times.
get what you saying.
It won't
though, bro.
change the fact.
I ain't gonna
that
play. Listen,
CeeDee Lamb has to prove it in big games.
No.
He has to prove it in big games. He got to prove it in the playoffs.
OC, he got proven in the playoffs.
Yeah.
OC, you know what?
See, I ain't gonna fight you on that.
Exactly.
See that right there.
I ain't gonna
See,
fight
I hear you.
He got to prove in the playoffs.
See, cause I had you dead to rights. I could have killed you, but I'm not. I'm gonna show you some mercy because I heard the context of what you're saying. The context of what you're saying.
Don't show me mercy. Go ahead.
No, but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to just win debates because I do that easily. I just really want to just honestly
the self-proclaimed winner.
But no, I want to recognize your point because I do understand it. What you're saying is, and I'm not mad at this. There's still more to see, and I think that's now. Because some people might take it like you're saying he's not a number one now. He's saying he's a number one, but when you're trying to, and he's trending up to elite, but we got to see him getting those big games outside of Alexander because I felt like Alexander was a good test. And you never talking about that. That was a good test, and he passed it with flying colors.
Oh, Zaire Alexander.
Okay. Yeah.
He turned up on Jair.
He turned up.
Remember when he lost him on that touchdown?
Lost him.
That route?
Yeah. And CD has not turned off since that game.
Right.
Like he ran over a safety.
I just wish we would have won that one, though, man.
I know.
And see, here's the thing.
I saw some
what?
people blaming.
Remember we was talking about, boss, though? Remember we was talking about, though, boss? How, and you too, OC, remember we was talking about, I mean, I said it, maybe you're trying to be too pretty, but I had to think about it. He plays the majority of his snaps in the slot. 58% of his snaps are in the slot. You can't be weak playing in the slot, dog.
Fact.
Because you're going to get hit. You get hitting a lot. And we can honestly say CD be taking some shots in that middle, dog. And he gets up. And we even saw in that Colts game, and we saw it in that Packers game. When he gets that ball and he sees near that touchdown, he would put that head down and drive straight towards you and try to run you over. He's not scared of the contact. So we got to give that man, I got to give him the man respect. He's stepping up, but just like you said, OC, I think the biggest thing that I'm looking at, OC, is them playoffs. I feel like he can turn up against them Eagles again, but I need to see them playoffs. That's where we're going to need the CeeDee Lamb. That's where we're going to see when we're going to need him, OC, not dropping those big passes, catching the one-hand balls, getting those big first downs. That's where I really want to see him, and I feel like that's where I'm going to truly know he's that number one guy when I see him in these playoffs.
So y'all check this out. I got something else from Jerry. I want to get y'all opinion on this. Check this out.
Hit the ground running that I'm pretty confident in.
Jerry, you guys, you know, you mentioned Kelvin Joseph there. You guys are putting a lot of trust in him stepping up with Anthony Brown out. Obviously, there was a lot going on this offseason with Kelvin. What were those discussions like in the aftermath of that in terms of his future here, and how has that trust changed from that time till now?
Well, I think we've got to always remember that with the issues and some of those off the field, but the reason that he was drafted with our second pick is we had him right there in a handful of guys that were first rounders.
That's big.
And so he hasn't let us down on the football field in any way. He's been outstanding in his work on special teams.
That's true.
And he gives it. He's a improver. He works hard in practice, and so there's no, in my mind, I've never had an issue with how he can convert to the field, and so he gives us a good option here.
Jerry,
what's your thoughts? I'll start with you.
I'll go first on this one.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I'll say, look, no, I'll say this, man. I'll say that Joseph is a really good talent. He's a cover corner more than a playmaking corner. I think that he has good hips. I think he has good technique. I think he has good speed. I think he can cover, but he's not a ball hawk, man. And when you look at the players that have the biggest impact on the games is people that can get their hands on the football. And so, can he cover? Can he do the job? Yeah, I think with the reps he can do the job. I think that technically he needs to work on some things based upon my observation and my understanding about defensive back, which I'm open to scrutiny on that. But I think that he's a talent, man. Yeah, he's a talent. He can cover, but I think that you want guys that can get their hands on the ball, not just worried about blanketing the receiver only, but trying to make a play on the football.
Oh, see, did you
Let me
listen
get
to my
down
video
on
today?
this, man.
I got you.
I'm right after you, Law, because I'm all.
No, I didn't see your video today, boss.
I know y'all two about to. I know y'all two
Not
about to go all the way in on it, and what I'm gonna say is what I see in a vacuum out of Kelvin Joseph. I'm not gonna call him KJ nor boss man yet. He got to earn that name title. But what I'm gonna tell you guys right now is that I see a DB with training wheels on. Yeah. And we see all of the talent. He got oily hips. We know that he can redirect. I kind of slightly disagree with you, the OC, on him not being a ball hawk, because when in college we seen that he can fly around. We seen that he got a range and he can track the ball and get there from point A to point B. But my thing is, the problem is when you riding that bike with training wheels on, you can't get to his max capacity. And the Cowboys kept those training wheels on for the first 2 years. It's time to pluck those things off and let him ride the bike without them. And if he get those strawberries on his leg, just tell mama hush. He's a boy. He need to grow up. And this is him finna be a man. So the Cowboys need to take these training wheels off for these next 2 games and let him scrape up his knees. Let him make mistakes. Let him focus in on this upcoming week of getting ready to be the starting outside corner so that he can be ready and be prepared. Yes, we like Bland. Yes, we like what Diggs can do for this team. But Kelvin Joseph, as far as skill set, and I know Big Game James and Boss Cowboy, they gonna break it down, and I know you can break it down too, the OC. But they're gonna showcase some of his talent, and he got it, and I truly believe it. You just got to take those training wheels off.
Facts.
I said this on Sunday. Bland is better. Go ahead.
Wait.
I mean, hold up. I mean, I'm gonna just say this about Kelvin Joseph. This is what I feel about him. I've been on his neck since A1 day one, because I didn't think he was really focused. I think the only thing that's really stopping Kelvin Joseph is Kelvin Joseph, his mental capacity with the game. Does Kelvin Joseph want to be great? If Kelvin Joseph wants to be great and get in that playbook and really get serious, Kelvin Joseph can be great. He's 6'1". He's 192 pounds. Now let's first of all, I'm going to talk about last year because we're talking about. I've been hearing a whole bunch of Kelvin Joseph can't cover, can't. I don't believe that, because I remember last year when he got some significant ticks starting against Washington, he had 57 snaps. Arizona, he had 20. Philadelphia had 74. In that Washington game, we got excited because he had 5 targets and only 1 completion, 20%. And he was physical in that game. He had 3 tackles. 2 tackles in the next game, 7 tackles in that Philly game, and we saw his physicality. He was meeting people at the line of scrimmage. He was attacking people at the ball. So we were getting excited. So when people were talking about, Kelvin Joseph sucks and this and that, I didn't hear that last year when we were seeing that trajectory. We were getting excited. We looked at the off field, and I get it, and I understand it. But guess what? And Boss Cowboy should already know this because he played cornerback at a high level. If you've been playing special teams and have not been playing, and then all of a sudden a dude goes out, and then you got to jump in the game, and you're playing at a high level, and people are going to attack you, you don't think quarterbacks, Kelvin Joseph's in, we're going to go after him, because that's exactly what they did. So it's not easy as y'all think when y'all think a player just can come in not playing no cornerback for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, and all of a sudden can come in there and be a world beater. You need reps. You need to be in practice. You need to get those first team reps. You need to be able to see that, because guess what? You want Kelvin Joseph to step up, because you got Trevin Diggs, who's 6'2" out there, who's a ball hawk. And I'm going to sit there and agree with OC. I don't think Kelvin Joseph is a ball hawk, my opinion. I think he's more the physical corner. I think he's more the shutdown corner that's going to kind of trail you, shut you down physically. He's not going to get a lot of interceptions. That's what Trevin Diggs is. Boss Cowboy is the physical corner that's going to press you, get up on you, physical you, knock you out of bounds, tackle you, frustrate you. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to get the interceptions, but that's what he's going to do. And Bland needs to stay in that slot, because Bland is a dog right there. You want Kelvin Joseph to be that dog on the outside, because if Kelvin Joseph is the dog on the outside, Deron Bland is your slot, and you got Trevin Diggs, now we doing the Harlem Shake in this motherfucker.
Oh!
Give me a blow up.
Big.
Give me a DJ Clue.
Okay. Hold on, no. Light it up for Big.
Perfect.
Light it up. Light it up for Big. Light it up. Put the fires on Big. Now this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy. I did a show earlier. That's why I asked, did you see the show, OC? Everything that y'all saying, I swear to God, I said the same things. Like everybody. Like everything that everybody said, I swear to God. It's like it came all together. Bro, let's go through the film if y'all don't mind. Let's go through the film. Because before we go to the film, this is what I want to say. I see it exactly like everybody see it. I don't see Kelvin Joseph as a ball hawk. I said that today.
Man, both of y'all. Oh, okay, y'all go ahead.
I swear to God,
I said it Sunday.
I'm the only one. I'm on the island by myself over here. Go ahead.
He's a physical corner, man.
Yeah, he's a physical corner.
He got physicality.
I called him Byron Jones. Byron Jones.
He is Byron Jones, but more better athletic ability.
And he getting a bad rap on coverage. Man, we got to put on the film, bro, because the only thing that's going to settle this is the film. Go ahead, OC.
Trying to call him Cheeto. He is not that.
No,
he's better than that.
I don't see that.
No, listen. I think his floor is a Jordan Lewis. I think his ceiling is a Darrelle Revis, who's a Hall of Famer. I think that's his ceiling. I think at his peak, at his best, he will be playing like Darrelle Revis. You know what I'm saying? But Darrelle Revis was a trail in your hip, break up passes, be physical, tackle you. He got picks, but he wasn't just known for I'm just picking the ball up all the time. If you made an error throw, he'll pick it. But he was known shutting you down, being physical, being in your hip, having great feet, great technique, shadowing you, all that stuff. That's what I see the peak of Kelvin Joseph being. That's what I think, man. And when you deal with my other guy, you know, hey man, I mean, dude, man, he's more of a ball hawk, you know, and that's he's gonna make a play on the ball. He's gonna have an opportunity to make more picks and tip it up, and somebody else pick it. And because of the way that he plays, and he's equally as physical.
Yep.
Let me say this too, though. Let me say this too, because a third of the Cowboy Nation, a lot of people last year were saying that the Cowboys should have went with Asante Samuel. Now he's having somewhat of a sophomore slump because he gave up 7 touchdowns this season. 7 touchdowns, Asante, and also passer rating when target is right at 106. And he's the second most targeted DB out there outside of Anthony Brown. So Asante is having a slump of a season. And there goes to show you that sometimes you can have a hell of a rookie year and then you can fall off. So right now, y'all, I'm just letting y'all know that it takes time with these young DBs, and you got to have patience. But go ahead.
You ready for the film session, Law?
Let's do it, baby.
All right, let's get it.
I like listening.
The OC.
All right.
The film breakdown.
So we're going to start with Bland. So we got Bland, OC.
All right. Let me see.
I want to hear you, boss.
All right.
I got it, man. I got it. So, because
you feel me?
I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got it, bro.
We not hate on you, but
no.
That's my dog. He the
no hate intended.
OC.
I got it. I promise you, I got it because I did the film breakdown. So this is one thing.
No, boss, do your thing.
Okay, so the one thing that I'm seeing with Bland is you see definitely great feet, and you see exactly what you guys was talking about. A willing tackler and a physical tackler. Now, this is the thing. When we looking at Bland and you trying to grade corners, you got to also be able to grade them when the ball is not coming our way. So every time we look at Bland, the first thing that we also should look at is Joseph's as well. So in this way, at this particular one, that's Anthony Brown. But once Joseph's get out there, we go take a look at both. But what's obvious on
Bland,
good
as hell on that. You see how he opened on that
his
blow?
Feet is great. Now you see
how he opened.
Yeah, he opened up his hips. Now, what I like about him and what you go see on this play is that he's actually has linebacker instincts, and he actually feels faster than most of the linebackers coming from a nickel position, which is crazy. If you watch here, he go watch the handoff, and he go actually attack faster than LVE.
And he was pointing. He was actually pointing to the play like, hey, move over. He got this man. I've seen that run.
Yeah, so you see real good instincts on Bland in terms of physical instincts like Jordan Lewis, but you see the coverage that's almost, you see good coverage in him. Now, it is going to be some times where you're going to see rookiness in them. So in this particular play, you're going to see bad eyes and too much cushion. So what's going to happen here is on the post snap, he go immediately turn, which you shouldn't do. You should stay in your back pedal. And when you turn like that, you gave up too much cushion, and your plant was weak, and your eyes was weak, and you open up that much separation. So you can still see he's some things that he got to work on, but the natural instincts are there and it's clear. So another thing that you go see about him that's also obvious is that you go continue to see him make tackle after tackle in the open field. He's very natural.
Like that.
Yeah, he's very natural and instinctive at tackling. Now, you can also see him physical on the line of scrimmage, which is very important. So one of the ways to take away trips like this is to beat up the guy that's on the inside and make the tackle. So you see him doing all the little things, which tells me he can not only play the nickel, but he can also play on the outside. Now, this is what y'all was talking about, OC and Big Game James. This is why I would give him the edge in terms of the competition for CB2, cornerback 2. So if we look at his instincts to attack the ball, it is Diggs-ish. You know what I mean? It's not Diggs, but he goes for the interception. He don't go for the back.
Can you rewind that?
Yeah.
Can you rewind that play?
Yes.
Rewind that play. Okay. While you're showing that play, can you show Kelvin Joseph on Pierce right here? Look at that press coverage. Roll the tape.
Yeah.
Roll that. Well, this is where we talk about the physicality. Get out. Rah.
Lock.
Where you going?
That's lock. Right. If
see,
you
see, everybody hating on Kelvin Joseph, but did you see that coverage? And that's what he is. See, and not to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take away from you, boss, but that's where I said that's where you see where Kelvin Joseph is good at. Do you see how he can get up on you, press coverage, man you up, physically move you off your route? That's what he is going to be great at, and that's what gets me excited. So Cowboys fans, please stop hating on Kelvin Joseph, because he's that physical corner that you're going to want. He's going to body them other receivers that don't want that contact. He's going to put all that heat and fire on them. But you see with Deron Bland and you got Trevor Diggs, you got playmakers right there. Everybody can't be a playmaker. You need some guy that's going to be physical and put those other guys into place and let those other guys feel like, I don't want to deal with this dude because he's going to be grabbing me, pushing me. Receivers don't want to deal with a cornerback that's like that. They don't like that. And that's what I love about Kelvin Joseph. And we love Deron Bland because he's a playmaker. He can I think Jalen Ramsey might be his favorite player because I keep on seeing his mouthpiece hanging out his mouth the whole damn time. So I'm thinking Jalen Ramsey might be your favorite player. He might pattern his game after him. But I think right now, fellas, we got to be excited. I hate Jordan Lewis got hurt. I hate that Anthony Brown got hurt. But if we really look at the potential with Kelvin Joseph
and
Deron Bland and Trevin Diggs,
man,
what?
It's gonna be better, bro.
It's about to get better, man.
It's gonna be better, bro.
Better.
So, now, this one thing that you
want.
do see with Bland sometimes. You do see clumsiness occasionally. So this is where he's a rookie, and we're gonna have to be patient. Like, it was no reason for him to grab and panic like that, but he did. But I would live with that as he's developing. Now, this is beautiful because what you're going to see here is technique that's not perfect. He's going to have bad eyes the whole time, but his plant and his instincts are so good. He plants, he looking at the quarterback the whole time and still gets the interception. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Just keeping it real. So when you and also Bland has the hardest job. I know this from playing it. The hardest coverage is in the slot, because on the outside corners you got sideline help. You ain't got no help in that middle. It's all you, and that receiver got a lot of space. The thing that I also love about Bland, and we can look at Joseph and Bland right here, is he was smart enough to know that I'm at the goal line, so why backpedal, right? And he don't. He breaks on the ball, breaks it up, prevents a touchdown. So
That's a great play.
That's the film session on Bland. Let's then turn to Kelvin, where we focusing on the plays, and this is where you see great feet and tackling, to Big Game James' point. Now this is focusing strictly on Kelvin, and it's a lot of people saying he can't cover. There's no way you can look at the all 22, watch him in the one-on-ones and see bad coverage. I'm sorry, it is not there. It's a mirage. It's not there. What you really see is somebody that's right there. Like, this is one of the best jobs of reading 3-step. So when you reading 3-step, you looking at the quarterback's drop back. And then if it's a short drop back, that tells you that you can sit on the route because it's likely getting ready to be a short route. He reads this perfectly. He doesn't panic in his back pedal. He breaks on the ball with perfect stops.
That was beautiful. Oh my God.
He almost got the pick.
But see, that's what we talk about. He's not the ball hawk. That's what we talk
not
about
the
why
ball
he's not
hawk.
the playback.
Right.
A ball hawk would get that. He's not that. To your point, keep on rolling it, boss.
Okay,
Keep on telling them, boss.
No, I'm showing the film, bro. And this is the thing. This is great coverage. He just missed the ball. Like, this is blanket, y'all. I'm telling you. From doing it,
right.
I would take that all day. If you have to make them type of catches on your young corner, he's gonna be okay. He is gonna be okay, bro. Like, look at the... Just look, bro. He
His
right
hand is
there,
in
bro.
there. His hand is in there.
He's up and down.
His hand is in
One
there.
thing he could have squeezed. He could have used that boundary more and squeezed to the side. But yeah, I feel what you're saying though.
Yeah,
It
so-
is very blanket, you know.
So yeah, that's the film session, but I don't have no concerns about either corner, to be honest. I'm not concerned about Bland. I'm not concerned about Joseph, bro. I think both of them.
And you
boys
know
need to
what?
play.
And I'm mad, OC, boss, and law, because I hear this stuff in the streets from these Cowboys media people saying, "Oh, y'all gonna learn to appreciate Brown because Kelvin Joseph is just so terrible." That's some BS. Y'all need to stop listening to that crap out there, okay? See, y'all need to stop listening to that crap out there. That's a bunch of BS that they throwing out there, and it's a bunch of crap. And y'all better stop listening to that trash, because it's a bunch of trash.
Get 'em.
Kelvin Joseph
Get
is
'em.
not a trash corner.
No, he's not.
So people out there want to throw that out in Dallas media. Oh, you're going to learn to love Anthony Brown. And listen what I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting Anthony Brown, but Kelvin Joseph is not no trash cornerback. And the Dallas Cowboys just all of a sudden ain't going to fall off, and the defense ain't going to fall off. Because did you see that pass play where Boss just froze that when people try to diss Kelvin Joseph? Oh, he's Cheeto. What? He just came in out of nowhere after Anthony Brown was hurt. Look at that coverage. He's right there.
Right there.
His hand was right there. That's a great pass.
Bro, that's just a great
Ryan
pass.
is how long has Matt Ryan been in the league?
Man,
he's
forever.
he's been in the Super Bowl. He's a pretty damn good quarterback. That's a great pass and catch. And if you, when we rolled the tape and he was showing you other things, you could see the anticipation with reps and confidence. Like I said, the only thing that's stopping Kelvin Joseph is Kelvin
reps.
Joseph. In my opinion,
And reps. He need reps.
Kelvin
Some
Joseph
training
is
wheels
stopping
off
him.
of him,
If
man.
he gets in that playbook and he really studies like he's supposed to, Kelvin Joseph can be a dog with the Dallas Cowboys.
Facts.
Facts.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
Shoot. Hey, and I even got some AB film. I ain't finna get heavy into AB film, but if we, you know I am. But this is, the deal, bro. You ain't gonna see that big of a difference between them boys. And you right, Big. That been getting on my nerves. Y'all go, cause see, this is what I hate, bro. Can I keep it real?
I hate that.
We,
Go ahead.
we have favorites, so what we do is we shoot slugs at other ones to be right. And we do that too much. That happened to Steele last year. People wanted to be so right that they was shooting shots at Steele because their favorite was Lyle Collins. Instead of just judging the film and letting the film speak, we want to be right. So it's a lot of people that like Anthony Brown. So what they do, they hit on Kelvin Josephs and they hit on Bland. And then if they like Bland, then they don't like Kelvin Josephs, and then they don't like AB. And if they like AB, they don't like. You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro.
Right.
Let the film speak and let them boys work. And if we just let them work, bro, I'm happy with all these corners. And matter of fact, I feel like this: we not finna lose a step. Just like we didn't care when Tank went down and Michael Parsons stepped up, it's going to be almost the same way. We go barely miss AB. And not saying AB bad and not saying that he didn't play some good ball, but we are good, Dallas Cowboy Nation.
And no doubt, the Cowboys didn't allow another point to be scored once AB went down. That's Anthony Brown. So, I'm not saying let's just celebrate that Anthony Brown is gone, but what I'm saying is that we got skill set. There was a reason why Kelvin Joseph was drafted in the second round versus an Anthony Brown that was drafted way in the late 6th to 7th. And I'm not saying that because of Bland, he's drafted late in the sixth round or something like that as well. But what I'm saying is that far as the talent levels, it's there. It's just that it need to be harnessed.
Yeah.
And I can clearly see that if more and more reps out of these guys, Kelvin Joseph, just like for Deion Bland, you will see some things start to work in our favor. And shout out to Deion Bland.
I think we might see something special, Law.
Yeah, we might see something special, man. Blessing
I
in
think we might
disguise,
see something special.
Real quick,
What was
y'all
like Chris
CB2?
McAllister?
Who would be y'all
Back in the
CB2 if
day?
you had to pick it right now? Who is your CB2?
I want it to be
CB2.
Joseph. I want it to be Joseph. I want Bland in that slot. I think Bland, that's his spot right now. He plays it so damn good. He's so smooth in it. He's got a physicality. And let's keep it real, y'all. The slot is important, right?
Yeah.
When you throw that slot receiver in there, CeeDee Lamb got 58% snaps in that slot, so we can't say that slot is weak. So we got to look at if you can get a Deron Bland in there shutting down a slot guy. You got your physical corner on one side. You got your playmaking corner on the other side. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm not saying Bland is not. I'm not saying Kelvin Joseph is better than Bland because I don't believe he is. But what I'm saying is, according to where you want to play it, Kelvin Joseph is your outside corner. Remember we was talking about it, boss? How Jordan Lewis, how they pigeonholed him in the slot because of his size. But he's really an outside corner, and that's really his best spot. Well, his Kelvin Joseph's best spot is not the slot. I want him to play. I want him to get reps. And the more reps he gets, watch how good he can be your CB number 2. Deron Bland will be your dog at that nickel. I'm telling y'all, it will work perfectly and smoothly. Don't mess that up. Leave it like it is. Trust me on this, y'all. Trust me on this one.
I think that you could go either way with this. I think that Deron Bland is more fluid, and I think that he really has the ball skills to attack. If you try to attack him one-on-one and ISO, like a lot of teams have attacked Anthony Brown the last several weeks, they always attack him on vertical routes ISO, right? And so I think if you do that, so if you have Bland out there, I think he has a better chance to make a play on the ball. Kelvin Joseph is good enough to play in the slot as well, and I think that Kelvin Joseph can really get dirty playing in the slot. I think he can get dirty, get up in their chest and jam them, knock them off routes, disrupt timing because he's so physical.
But
and
they
I
don't
think
play
that
him
Deron
there
just
though.
gives you the better play.
They don't play him there.
I'm giving an idea.
They don't.
No, you're right.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. In training camp, they didn't play Bland inside. They played Bland on the outside. And I've seen some reps with Kelvin Joseph playing inside. So I see a level of just strong intelligence out of Deion Bland for his ability to just snap right in, and they trusted him to play down inside. Like Boss Cowboy just said earlier, the two-way goals, man, you got all of that real estate that you got to cover, and you got to play with leverage when you playing down inside, and they trust that kid to step in, and he did that job without hiccups. And by him being a rookie, I just showed you guys what Asante Samuel did his second year.
True.
When everything kind of slow down, you can overanalyze things. So I don't want that for my guy Deion Bland. So you keep him right there inside the slot. right? And just keep everything simple for him. And if Kelvin Joseph is going to be your outside corner for the remainder of this year, let it be. But the main thing is letting him get these quality reps. I think that will benefit all of us if he get more and more reps, take the training wheels off, scrape his knees, get burned a few times for a few times more, and get back out there. Be ready.
And I'm gonna say something. I see it just a little differently. I think you play matchup football. That's what I think you do. I don't think you proselyte either one of them to the slot or to the outside receiver. I don't think you do that. I don't think that's smart. I think that when you get into the playoffs and the tough games, you're going to have pieces being moved around in the same way Lamb is moved around, in the same 1A receiver, Justin Jefferson, he's moved around a lot by the Vikings. I think you play matchup football, and thus you might have either one of them playing slot based upon the scenario. That's what I think.
Also, real quick, shout out to the OC for making a studio out of his vehicle. It's nobody better than doing that as the OC. The OC will make a studio out of his vehicle. Y'all didn't notice he was driving at first. Then he parked his car, put that light on. That boy looking real good. I appreciate the professionalism.
He look clear.
He look clear as good. Man, I appreciate the professionalism, my brother.
is hard as hell.
See, CB2, short term, I agree with you, Big. Leave it like it is. Joseph's on the outside, Bland on the inside. But in the near term, I agree with the OC. Bland as the outside corner because of the ball skills. I think it makes quarterbacks scary because they already scared of Diggs. We see that, right? They not throwing that Diggs no more.
But boss, look at it though. I'm hear what you're saying, but he's playing in the slot, and Kelvin was on the outside and he got 2 damn picks.
True.
Doesn't he get more playmaking? He's going to get more opportunities in that slot.
There you right, but I'm talking about when they go to a base defense. On a base defense, you're going to be out there with 2 corners, so you got to pick a starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the better player.
That's it.
That.
So, but for the most part,
I don't want Kelvin Joseph in the slot. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think Kelvin Joseph is that guy in the slot. I just don't think he is. I think he'll get cooked in the slot. I think he'll have trouble in the slot, and that's just my opinion. I think he's more of an outside corner, and I think if you do go to a base set, then you do just put him on the bench and maybe throw somebody else and put Bland on the outside. When you go those 3 receiver sets, I think you kick Bland on the inside and Kelvin Joseph on the outside.
Can you get away? Can you get away, Big Game James, with Izzy inside?
I definitely think you because I don't trust it, but I think you can because if you looked at the games, if you look at the games, they threw Izzy on inside and he's played damn good there because he's long and lanky. He's long and lanky, and I think he's able to do that because of his lankiness. I don't know why, but when I see him playing it, he's able to move in that slot real slithery. So I think he's okay to be able to do that. And plus, he's like your free safety type anyway. So he's going to be seeing that kind of middle side of the field regardless. So I think you definitely could get away with him. My disappointment is Deshaun Wright.
I like Nation only on the out, but
yeah. I like
Big AJ. Remember we saw that footage, Big AJ. Noah Brown. I said he cooked that. He cooked Deshaun Wright so bad. I said, man, Noah Brown cooked that brother up so bad, man. I ain't want to see him inside no more, man. No more, man.
We ain't seen. Hey, after you cooked him up, we ain't seen him none this year,
man.
No more.
So listen, we got the Texas coming up.
Eastside Harold, where you at?
Eastside, baby.
DMV in the building. What's up, big dog? I ain't heard from Eastside Harold so long. DMV.
I got his number. I got his number, boss. I've been on his neck because he always deflect. He want to talk about the Houston Astros. I'm like, we talking football, dude. You talking baseball. Talk about these damn Texans this week when we whoop that ass. That's the only thing I want to talk about because you've been awful quiet. And I said, this is the game. So you better get away from me, Eastside Harold. I know you watching because you watch all our channels all the damn time. So I'm going to tell you right now, Eastside, I'm not going to call you Eastside. I'm going to just call you Harold because we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. And I'm going to blow up your phone. And you're going to block me. Because I'm not going to stop.
Eastside is the ultimate buster. You such a buster. You spent all off-season on everybody's channel, and you been ghosted the whole season.
No. He was here week 1. Week 1, he was here. Week 1, still here week 1.
So whack, Harold.
Week 1 and week 2, he was with us.
So whack, bro.
Can't stand you Texas fans. Man, I can't stand
Little
the Texans.
brother.
So listen,
Little brother.
what's y'all thoughts with these Texans, man? But I don't want to beat up East Side.
Ain't no thoughts.
Right. All right, so final words.
Stop the run. Stop Pete.
Just disrespect
Stop that guy
him.
from
Just
Florida.
disrespect him.
No thoughts. Right, that's real though. Cause see, that's why I like Big. Big keeping it real. I ain't do no analysis. I ain't did. Well, I called some Houston Texan fans. I ain't
You
gonna
gonna
lie.
do some damn tape on the Texans? Hell no.
Do some tape.
Oh,
Some tape.
Get the hell out of here. Waste my time on no tape. Do some Dallas Cowboy tape this week.
Oh man! All right, so final words, bro. Sure, you know how I do it. Final words. I'll kick it off.
Kick it off.
I would say, let's stay diligent. I found out something. A friend of mine sent me something. He said, "Boss, I was watching a show Friday, and it was on Pick Six. And he said John Machota said something that made me know that our voice matter." I was like, "What?" He said, "Bro," he said, John Machota said Jerry and Steven check Twitter every 2 days and they get a report to see what the fans are doing and what they're trending. I said, "Send it to me." And he sent it to me. I listened to it. John Machota just said it. And that's the confirmation I've been looking for. Out of 365 days, what's 365 divided by 2, OC?
That's shoot. That's
182. 182.5.
Yeah, 182.
I'm so good.
Yeah,
182.5. So 183 days they are out the year they are thinking about what we're thinking about. So my final word is, if that's not confirmation that our voice don't matter and that we need to stay organized and stay aggressive, I will always have my boy Big back. I will always, because we came out with the booty, which was showing how Big look at the Dallas Cowboys when they start over-promising. I ain't forgot about the booty. We gonna show a little booty. If you got kids around, put them away. But it's a meaning behind this. That dog right there is my boy Big Game James. All this booty, all in the face, which is representative of the Dallas Cowboy promises. And that's how my boy Big said he looked at it, because he's staying diligent. He's staying diligent to the goal of keeping us focused on distractions that can get in the way. So as my final word, I would say, hey man, we getting ready to have a good time. We got weaker opponents coming up. The Dallas Cowboys are not playing down like they used to the opponents. We starting to blow them out, and we starting to strengthen ourselves. We seeing Mike McCarthy bow up on Jerry. The signs are good, but let's stay strong. Let's try to finish this season, putting the pressure on front office, because they listening. That's my final word.
Before you finish that up, can you elaborate on the fact that when we be beating teams so bad that the other people be watching saying, "Why y'all ain't benching y'all starters?" Can you talk about that just a little bit?
Oh yeah. So Lord Brunson, one of the Philly content creators, came out and was like, that we sit our starters when we blowing teams out. And what's sad is Lord didn't even recognize that it wasn't even our starters. He didn't recognize
the ball.
That blowout was by our backups.
And
so that's how deep we are, baby.
That's how deep we are. Good point, Law. Yeah, thank you for adding to that fighting word. Let me hit you with a button, big dog.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
Appreciate it, Law.
You're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab that clip, because I'm gonna keep that clip in our permanent archive, because people need to know that they listening to us.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I'm gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna go with my final word. My final word is this: is there change really on the horizon with this organization? That's what my final word is, because I said it numerous times that I like the way they courted OBJ. Now I get it, what he did, and the knee might not be ready, all that. But I appreciate them going hard for a player that can be as a difference maker.
Right.
Because I haven't seen that from this organization. I've seen them say, yeah, we made an offer and they didn't like it and that's it. But they genuinely put a courtship on him. They genuinely send out players. They genuinely sit down and try to talk and let's try to make it work. And if the other side was ready with that knee and everything was together, I think you would have seen an OBJ signed here in Dallas. I really 100% believe that if his knee was okay and he was ready to go, Dallas would have signed him. That's what I feel in my heart. And that's what makes me feel like I don't feel like the organization did a total switch, but I have seen a little bit of change. And I think that's coming from Jerry because Jerry is realizing I'm 80 years old. I ain't got a lot of time left, so I ain't got time to play around. So whatever I need to do to make this team to get over the hump, I'm going to do it. And I felt like this was one of those ways with OBJ where it's like, look, we got a damn good team, but I want to add to because I'm trying to get a chip. And I felt that with that. And that gave me a little hope. You get what I'm saying? Because I've been very on this organization and the front office for not going out and trying to get a guy like that. And they actually did it. And I don't think it was false. I think they really were trying to get him, and if everything worked. So I'm just saying that made me feel a little better about the Dallas Cowboys because I've been on their neck about certain things. And also, I can't lie. I can't front. I like the pulse of the team. I like the pulse of the team. I like how Mike McCarthy is doing it. I like Mike McCarthy as a coach. I like how he has the team together.
Yeah.
I like I'm gonna give a shout out to Stephen Jones right now. Remember, I always get on you, baby nuts. I'm always been on your ass. I'm gonna give you a shout out for the way you're doing it with these young players, because I am excited to watch these young players. You got them on rookie deals. You know how to manipulate the cap. I've never been mad at you about that.
Facts.
And even if you signed OBJ, it would have been a contract that would have been good for the Cowboys. Right. So I'm going to give him his props.
That's real.
Right now, you have to. I can't hate on you right now.
Right.
I still don't like a little bit of things. But if we look at the team in the position that they're at, it's a great blend of middle-aged type players, a plethora of young players, and it's a lot of talent. So I can't hate on that. So, hey, I'm going to just say that's my final word. Good job, front office.
Man, that's a good one. Good job, front office. Real talk.
Yeah, so listen, the Cowboys just need to be steady. If the Cowboys are steady, we go be in really, really good shape. The whole motivation behind this stretch of games is to have no letdown games. No letdown games. Come out, be sharp, take care of business early, and by the end of the third, your second string should be in. That's how these games should go if you take care of business. So I really like where the Cowboys are right now in terms of their motivation. I think that we have to really, really be focused. And if I was a coach on that staff, I would really be echoing the message. We got to catch Philly. We got to keep pace with Philly. We got to make that game that we play with Philly at the end of the year extremely meaningful. Not that they already won the division, because we want to get home field advantage. We want to get to the Super Bowl. We want the road to the Super Bowl to go through Dallas, Texas. And we want to have the whole stadium blue and white and people hanging out and have them call the fire department because we done broke all kind of codes because there's too many people there. That's what we want. So, Cowboys, if you just maintain the focus and be steady, just be steady. If you steady and you show up and you take care of business, we gonna be in good shape. That's my final word.
The OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
All right, and we got Law Nation. Before Law go, I do want to say, man, my boy Law is almost at 100,000 subs. We talking about somebody.
Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, man, we talking about somebody who did that
Beastie.
Also on his own, 100%
from the mud.
From the mud, the best in the game.
Best in the game.
Best in the game, man.
So I want to say something real quick before he give his final word about my dog Law. Cause some of y'all gonna say hello to Chat Sports, no, or any other company that is not independent. Everything that's coming off Law Channel, his fingers and his hands was on it. It's not a team. It's not a corporation. It's all Law. So I just want to say that because we got a guy that's in our community that's the number one independent YouTuber and social media specialist in the world. So I just wanted to say that, man. I wanted to give my boys props. I'm honored to always do shows with this dude, man.
Yes,
I just want to say that just real quick before he give his final word. He's a good dude.
I'm gonna jump in there. I gotta give it now. I gotta give it to you too, Law. I was talking to my girl the other day. I was like, man, this dude got 90K. I remember when it was like 30K. I remember when it was like 30, then it was like 50, then it was like 60, and it's 70, and now it's at 90.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand how hard that is to do it as an independent content creator?
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand how hard that is. And do you understand how many content creators are out there for the Dallas Cowboys?
Right.
And Law is on top. Still.
Independent.
Independent. You remind me of Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Young Dolph.
I love
Independent. We were talking, me and my girl was talking about it. You remind me of Young Dolph. Stayed independent, was independent, rider, dog, all that. And I just want to give you your flowers, big dog. That is so hard to be an independent content creator in this Dallas Cowboys community and be one of the best, if not the best. I'm going to say nothing but the best. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the title as the best. Salutes to you, dog. I told you, you my mentor. When I came into this game, I was sharing all your stuff. I was when you first came on my channel, I was like, this is Law Nation. He's on my channel. So that's how big it was. And I always respect what you do. And it's a pleasure to be able to work with you this whole time. And salutes to you, dog. Get that 100K, and I can't wait till you get your plaque.
Man,
Absolutely, man.
Y'all gonna make me cry over here, man.
Hey, Law Nation like Cash Money Records, man. He like just keep on
For real.
records and put out more content than anybody. Put out 7 videos a day. You see OC put out 1 video. He dropping 3 more videos the same hour. I'm like, what are you doing, Law? You know, so he just gonna keep on putting out all those records out, man, until he get to 1 billion, man. So Law, salute, man. We honor you, man. We appreciate working with you, bro. Yeah, man. And hey, man, keep it going.
Keep it going.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all, man, so much, man. Kitchen Nabi, right before we went live, man, my guy boss like, hey, I bet you he got that video out already, man. Mackenzie Alexander.
And he did. I said, I bet that McKenzie video already done.
I said, yeah, I bet that McKenzie. Then you Google it, you saw my name up there, Law Nation, talking about Mackenzie Alexander. You know what I'm saying? And the news is always news, man. Oh my goodness, always news.
Yeah, man.
And I appreciate y'all so much, man. I don't like the Cowboys at all. Y'all know I love the Cowboys, and I can't. I wake up in the morning, I think about the Cowboys. Go to sleep at night thinking about the Cowboys. You know, so it is what it is. And I thank y'all, man. But my final word is this right here: just beat the Texans, beat the Walmart Cowboys, because that's who the Texans are, low key. They are the Dollar General Cowboy brand down there.
Roll
they
back.
trying to put the star on their little horse or whatever they got, little cow, whatever they got down there, and that's just what it is. So we gonna show up, show out, and we gonna beat them down once again. It's just what we do to those Texans. I can't stand them, man. So let's get this dub this weekend. It's still the same philosophy: control the TOP, run the ball, stop the run, and Dak, just take care of the ball. Dak, you know, on the final stretch, Dak, do me a huge favor. Let's not get no turnovers, man. We gotta slow that down. We gotta get focused in and locked in, because when the playoff time come here, there will be zero excuses for this team, and they're gonna have their eyes fixated on you. I think that you can really take this team far. We got one of the best defense. We got the best offense. We got the best special team. And for what Big Game James and Boss Cowboy said, we got probably the best coach right now, Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy, Iron Mike, especially dealing with Jerry, Wayne Jones, and John Stephen Jones every day. So he should get Coach of the Year. And shout out to you, Dak Prescott, for getting the Walter Payton a nominee. So we want you to get that. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. Nothing but positivity on our way, baby. Let's go. DC
Let's
for
go,
life.
man.
Salute.
Let's get it, man. And y'all know.
Man,
Go ahead, OC.
we need to beat the Texans so bad that they regret ever trading Deshaun Watson.
For real, that's another 40-point game.
We need to beat the Texans so bad they changed their logo.
They changed the logo to a masseuse.
Texas
massages out there got to be something deadly, don't it?
Hey, y'all make sure y'all go to everybody's channel, hit that like.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, share.
Man, we got some big news for y'all for the future, though. For real, for real.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Y'all stay on the lookout, man. The final word is on the move. Believe that. We not breaking up either, man. It ain't gonna be no. We was once doing it, now we not. Nah, this is a team you gonna see. Straight up. Charge it to the game.
Game. Hey, boss, Josh loved his music, man. He said you should play it all the time.
I wish boss listened to the lyrics.
Theme music. Play my theme music.
That boy say, I make the deal. You know what I mean? That's us all day. Yeah. We make the deals, baby. You know what I'm saying? Independent life. Y'all better not ever forget it.